told you lames, we are not the same.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Kansas City Chiefs. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. A fairly short kick from the 14. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Right back to him on first down. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Wilson. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Barnett. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They go play action with Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's That's enough for the first. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Check 13, check 52. Scene 6. Mike 16. Let's go, D. Check.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson, he finds his man, complete. That's Barnett. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Here's a diving catch right side. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run here with Robinson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Swings this out here for Cohen. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here.
That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only two rookies to win 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
Second down, here's Mostert again.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
First down, a run with Cohen. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Cohen gets it again on second. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They run. Robinson. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Proctor. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Back to throw. Proctor to the right side and complete to Thomas. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And he missed it. It's no good. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Chiefs are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial. We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They go play action now. Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
They'll run on first down. It's Barnett. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here.
41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll go down at the 28.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On first and 10, it's Wilson.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Barnett, and they snap him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
This is caught. Touchdown! Tyler Conklin from 17 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. 1st down and a little extra for Mostert.
And finally brought down at the 43.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Proctor. Buying time to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick.
And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd and 1, Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Cameron Hayward, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Chiefs on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Wilson, sliding out of the pocket, and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Derwin James with a pick, and the Steelers are right back in this football game.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Samson Abukum able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the gun, Proctor. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Samson Abukum getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some room to run now. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 71 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Barnett. The 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Tucker now to add the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side. And now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching.